Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So my jack stabilizers on here, these are controlled by a switch that has a motor on them, so you don't have to do the whole cranking thing. One day recently, the front ones just stopped. Pushed the switch, heard the motor going, but nothing was happening. And so I had to use the manual crank to actually let them down. And so I push the switch, I hear the rotation going of the motor, and it just stayed in there one spot. So fast forward to today, I decided to get under there and take a look and see what the issue was. I was able to see what the issue was, so I just wanted to walk you guys through how to fix it when you have it where your motor sounds like it's still working, but your jacks aren't going up or down. So today I'm under my my camper, and the jacks, the stabilizing jacks, these are the motorized ones. They weren't going up and down. I had to start manually doing it with the crank. So the switch up here that would normally allow for you to raise or lower them, it works, and you hear the motor kicks in, but it just turned and turned and turned, and these never went up and down. And so I decided to get in here to figure out what was going on. I was going to order another motor, but the motor was kicking in. So I decided to get in here and see what was happening. So really you just have what is down here. You see these right here, these little shorties, and two of these right here, these long ones right here. So you have the long ones come off from up here at the top. The long ones come out back over here at the top, and then there's going to be a nut behind there too, although I can't find the nut somewhere down here. But anyway, so there's two of them down here. They're Allen wrench style. All of them are Allen wrench style. I think those are 4mm. So it's easy just to screw those on out. And then the bottom two screws out from the back. They go right into the unit. No nut on the other side. The ones at the top had nuts up in here. I actually had to hold them in order to allow for me to get the screw out. And then the two down here. That part quite simple. And that point, I was able to just pull it on out. And this is what you have here. And this part right here actually comes off too as well. Let me see if I can get that off here for you too as well. Hold on, I'm gonna need both of my hands for a quick second. There we go. All right, so as you can see, the tip right here, you have almost like a little fork. So what was happening is that there was actually supposed to be, if you take a look at this little sleeve that was here, you see there's a hole on either end, on both ends, and that hole go all the way through to the other side. And so what was happening is on this part, the screw side over here, you actually have a hole in there too for a nut, for a screw, or some type of long screw to go through the sleeve and into here out to the other side to put a nut on the other end. And then for the other side of the sleeve, where did I drop this sleeve at? Down here, that goes on here. You see that hole right there on the sleeve? It will line up with that fork, and it will go through there to allow for when torque is applied, it's able to go ahead and just turn it basically. What happened, the one on this side, the screw on this side had broken and fallen out. So even though the motor was turning, it didn't have that screw to be able to hold on to the sleeve right here to turn this, which in turn would turn the whole unit up here. So I'm going to replace that out now. All right, so to replace that, I just went to the hardware store and I picked up some replacement screws. These 4mm. I got 30mm long, and I also have, I believe, some 25mm long ones too as well. Yeah, there we go. 25mm long as well. And I got nuts. I got locking washer ones, the lock washer ones to go on the other side. And I also got some you know, some little washers too. So just to replace them and see if it works. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the sleeve and I'm gonna put all of this kind of back together. I think I made to go ahead and do this one down here first. At least have it ready. So I think I will be able to just take a screw and put that on there. I'm gonna try and see if the 30mm one is a good length. If it's too long, I'll use the 25mm. So this is the 30mm. Let's see here. I think I want it on this end here. So there it is. As you can see, it runs through there so that fork can go on there. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the washers that I got. Get those out. Put a washer on either side. Turns out these are actually lock washers. I thought I was getting regular washers. Now I'm gonna get the lock washer. All right, so now as you can see that, I have it on. It's tightened down on there. See it through here. So now, when I put it on there, it will go right through that little fork area right there, like that. So, there we go. And yes, it is. It's perfectly up in there. I'm sure you probably can't see that, but trust me. Oops, I gotta take it off actually, because the hole that is up here won't allow for those sides right there to go through. So I have to put this up in there first. Oops. Right. So now I want to put this on here because remember there are holes on here that I need to line up with the holes on here. Now I want to take one of the other 25mm and do it for this side, or 30mm and do it for this side. May have to rotate all of this down a bit.
There you go, Papa.
All right, so I'm rotating it down, and I have to find what I did with my screw and put it on, line it back up with the hole. Okay. I get it lined up with the hole. That looks pretty good. Take my screw and all right, I got partial way in, so now I'm gonna tap it in the rest of the way. So now it's going all the way in. I'll bring you up so you can see it. All right, so here it is. So this one over here is the one I already got a nut on. This one over here, now I'm going to turn it. I'm going to rotate it. Alright, and now I have the back side where I can go ahead and put a nut on this side. Alright, so I have both nuts on now. So now I just need to take this end right here of the motor, and I'll back it up for you guys a little bit. All right, it's going to go in through this side over here. It's going to go in up in there. So, all right, now I can just rotate this a little bit. So you can see my holes here are going to get lined up. All right, everything appears to be all connected up now. 2 new bolts up in here with lock washers on both sides, and we also have lock nuts on there as well. So now we're just going to go up and turn on the power and see if this works. Okay, so I have my power hooked up. The switch is right here, and let's see what happens. Turning it. And slowly but surely, it's lifting her up. Slowly but surely, it's going down. All right, so I consider that a success. So for about $3, I was able to fix this. $3 in about 30 minutes, I was able to fix that that motor. So if you like, hit that like button, and please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.